Well, in our lifetime, we're just seeing continuous warfare. It's continuing, and now we've got the Gulf area as more of an epicenter than ever. Qatar is remaining quite defiant and still proclaiming its desire for friendly relationships with Iran. We'd be led to believe that's what the whole schism is about. But I think that, a lot of us would say, well, the Trump administration is miscalculated and it's being clumsy and it's created this problem. And, the issue is, when we talk about the American war on Afghanistan, on Iraq, on Libya, we all say, oh, well, they were failed policies. And as I've said previously, they weren't failed policies. They were intentionally designed to create failed states. And now I think we're seeing the same happening in the Gulf area. The intention is to create a failed Gulf area at the very least. But have all these institutions collapse, the GCC, and basically have the more interfighting between the Arabs. But what I'm getting at is it by design, or is it that the Trump administration is clumsy? I say it's by design. So we should, if people really could observe this, it would be so much better. It's as ironical as the Americans. Every time there's elections, the Americans vote for less warfare, for more chance of peace. And every time there's elections, there's more warfare. So no one's taking stock of the situation. Well, in Qatar now, they're drinking Turkish milk and Turkish juices, daily flights ferrying stuff in, and Iranian vegetables and fruit. And they're talking about taking legal cases against the other Gulf states. And a lot of people are actually going through hardships. There's people with mixed nationalities. There's people, the Qataris abroad have got to go home. It's basically just a monumental mess. And it's going to snowball and escalate this is what all analysts say. Qatar is in no mood to surrender its sovereignty, which is the ultimatum it's been given. The news really keeps us in fantasy land. Trump has reported, and he's just a puppet, an actor, reported to have invited the Emir of Qatar to come so that the Trump administration can mediate. So the Emir, with other principal actors, was supposed to go to Washington, D.C. Well, he declined because he doesn't trust Washington. He's not sure he could leave America if he flew into it. And Duterte is also on record as saying he won't go to America. Many, many more people around the world. In fact, the degree of tourism of foreigners visiting America is declining. However, the refugees are continuing to, more and more. But of course, America is still bombing principally Muslims all the time. They're using white phosphorus in Raqqa, using white phosphorus around Mosul.